Hello, my name is Eddie, the brains behind the blog known as Wichita by EB, and I'd like to welcome you to the Eddytorial, a podcast or safe space of sorts to share opinions with other different guests on a wide variety of topics that may spark your interest or lead you to find another podcast. Whether it's interviews, top 10 lists, 30 minutes of mindless banter, this is the Eddytorial.
There's plenty to talk about and plenty to do, so get the gossip, get the scoop, and tune right into the Eddytorial to keep you in the loop. It's the Eddytorial, a Wichita by EB podcast.
Welcome to the latest episode of the Eddytorial, a Wichita by EB podcast. Today's topic will be Wichita events for the rest of 2024. There's a lot going on, and we want to break it down for y'all. My co-host and guest for today are the Kansas Gastronomist. How you doing?
Hey, Eddie.
And JackStacks.Eats.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
So, this episode will probably be released on the 20th of June. So that means we'll have some events that have passed by, such as Riverfest. So, did any guys go to Riverfest this year?
Man, I actually made it out there. Yeah,
Did
a little egg toss.
Oh, I
yeah,
saw
you
the
did.
egg toss.
You're the champion of
I am the funnel cake champ.
eating champion.
I thought you were gonna say he's the egg toss champion, and
So you got first and last.
Yeah, first and last. Yes, in the same 2-hour span.
Well, I watched the video, and that was 100% fail. 1,000% fail's fault.
I told him because if he didn't show it, but he tries to point at me like, "Oh, the toss." I was like, "I saw it hit your knuckle."
Yeah.
Well, he's in dress shoes and a jacket.
You gotta come dressed ready to perform.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But how did you win the funnel eating contest? I mean, was
besides eating?
Yeah.
What was it? Speed? Was it?
No, it was just how much you can eat in 10 minutes. So
Okay.
I almost got a full 3 down.
Okay.
Yeah. But
How hot were they? Were they fresh?
Oh, they were terrible. No, cold, no powdered sugar. That's the first thing that threw me off. I was like, where's the powdered sugar?
What?
But, so it's just plain bread, funnel cake mixture.
You don't want it fresh off the fryer because that'd be too hot, and then
Yeah, but you want the powdered sugar, don't you?
you might choke down on it. I mean, have you ever eaten a slice of funnel cake or a piece of funnel cake and you like inhale the powdered sugar and you start coughing everywhere?
True. That adds to the extremity of it, though.
I'm not a huge funnel cake fan.
Well, you don't like anything.
You don't like any sweets.
Yeah. So I've gone down to Riverfest 3 times for lunch, and before this episode's being recorded during the event, so I'll probably stop by at least one more time. I want to stop by on a Saturday. I know like Carbon's playing, Rudy Love Jr. and try to check out part of that.
Yeah, I got tickets I need to use too.
Yes, I have food tickets too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was invited by multiple people last evening, which would be Thursday, to go to the the Cajun
Food Festival.
Food Festival.
Yeah. From Goodwill.
Yeah.
You ever been?
I haven't been.
It was worth it. It was fun.
I had dinner obligations, unfortunately, that I couldn't get out of, but I wanted to go. But the answer, Eddie, is I have not been to the Riverfest this year yet.
Okay. Well, if you need a button, I'm not going to.
How much are they?
They're $20.
Okay.
Well, unless you're 6 to 11 years old.
Okay.
Which, if you are, then it's only $10.
What if you act like you're 6 to 11?
Probably $20.
Still
Yeah.
$20. Okay.
Might be a little extra.
So let's move forward. Coming up in June, one of the first events taking place. This is a first annual. It's the Elsewhere Fest and Conference. Have you guys heard about this one?
Yes.
It's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 40 or so artists, all downtown area. I mean, you have it's gonna be at NASCAR Park. It's free for everybody to attend there. Then they'll use both stages at Wave. That's ticketed. I think Barleycorns. This will be they're building a stage outside. I think it's called like the Elsewhere stage or something like that.
Do you know where that's going to be?
Near Wave.
It'll be,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
And that's June 21st, June 22nd. Tickets are, I think, $50 to $100.
It's 4 venues?
Maybe 5.
4 or 5?
I might be missing one. But
Is it just one day?
that's 2 days.
I think it's 2 days. Yeah.
Okay.
They have some big names coming out. You know, like Steve Aoki, Vince
Killer
Staples.
Mike. Yeah, there's a few more.
Killer Mike?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
hope the city shows out. Like,
Yeah.
I really hope that like does very, very well, because this is one of those events that I feel like we ask for. There's nothing to do in Wichita, and you got 50 different artists with some big names. I mean, they're a little bit older now, but I mean, those are some big names, and so they should still have a fan base. So I would love to see like the city and surrounding areas just come in and do a good job. So I don't know how the promoting's going. I don't know how they're getting it out there. I just know about
Big
it.
Blitz should be starting the week before this podcast is released. So I think like the 2 weeks leading up to it, they're gonna start really blast stuff out. If you're a downtown area, you'll see a lot of like the elsewhere symbols going on. There's gonna be like a visual arts component to the festival, and they're gonna start putting that out around downtown area as well.
That sounds pretty neat. Who's putting it on? Is it
Midtopia?
Midtopia?
Yeah.
Okay. Have they done some other things?
Yeah, they do.
in town?
They do a lot of like legislation for like musicians, and they've put on shows too. They work with a lot of like indie artists and independents. So it's
Okay.
Oh, good. They got some experience then.
So
Yeah,
you'll
I mean,
be
well, the
at
people-
it, Chris?
Yeah, I'll make an appearance. I'm gonna
Oh,
do
yeah.
that in Taco Fest that weekend.
leading up to
Same
the next
weekend.
one. Yes. So yeah, Friday and Saturday of June 21st, June 22nd, Elsewhere Fest. But the Saturday of that same weekend, it's a pretty busy weekend.
Yeah.
Is a Wichita Taco Fest
Yeah. Yeah.
at the Capitol Federal Amphitheater.
That's right.
You guys have
Yeah.
both judged before. haven't you?
Where is that?
It's in Andover.
In Andover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it'd be in Wichita if some events would be willing to, I guess, some venues be open to, working with them and maybe
Sure.
lowering the prices or whatnot. I don't know.
I just think it's
Renting-
funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all.
interesting. I think getting venues of that size can get costly, and
Yeah.
I think for festive, it just works out that it's in the Capitol Federal Amphitheater.
So Chris and I, probably about the first time we hung out, but maybe not. But anyway,
Yeah, one
earlier
of the-
on, we were getting to know each other.
One of the first times.
We got to know each other by eating like 34 tacos.
so many tacos.
At Taco Fest. We were both judges along with Landon, I think.
Wichita Life. Yeah.
Yep.
I stopped by and say hi to y'all.
At a slow
yeah.
pace, I might add.
Yes,
It wasn't
took
a fast
hours,
enough pace. It was a slow pace.
but it was interesting. And by that I mean I learned a lot.
Not to eat the whole taco.
That was the first thing I learned.
You started off hot, eating the whole tacos at the start?
I don't know if he did, but a couple of them did. And I was just
Yeah.
like, I'm taking
No,
my one
nope,
bite,
yeah.
and I'm going to lead up to it.
That was probably the first competition that I judged. But it also was very good because of the way that they had us judge with a sheet for each food truck, as well as it being a blind tasting, which is obviously very important to do
They're very
the
detailed.
right job. And I can't remember, there were 5 different categories, and it was uniqueness, taste, appearance, yeah, and that really teaches you something about being a good food blogger, actually, and paying attention to what you get when you go to whatever restaurant. But I really enjoyed it, and I think that I'm going to be going this year. I'm definitely going to do a ticket giveaway, and as long as I'm free that Saturday, I plan to attend.
Have you guys ever attended the event without judging?
Yes, the year before. So that was the first time that I went, and then last year I judged.
I retired from judging that event. I mean, 20 to 30 tacos was I judged maybe 3 or 4 years. Then last year was like, I got to sit this one out. And I went out and just enjoyed the event. I got to watch some wrestling, the Lucha Libre wrestling.
Yeah.
And they had the tequila tasting little tent. That's fun. And it's just good to be out in the masses versus.
Yeah, so that's what makes it fun,
yeah. But you guys got AC. Like the years I judged, it was outside, and we were literally.
I
in the
can't.
heat. It was.
I can't
brutal.
imagine. I have TKG has never attended Taco Fest without judging. TKG's alter ego has, but it's been years ago. So
One of the first years at Riverfront or down over at NAFSCR,
over at NAFSCR,
or was it NAFSCR? It was Union Station.
Union Station.
Yeah, the very first year.
Yeah,
That was a learning year for them.
So it's been a while. So assuming that I'll be there, I'm sure I will be. I will just be one of many, but I'll probably wear my Wichita by EB shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah, introduce myself as
I might go make a TKG shirt and wear it around. The week after Festive is actually quite on a roll in June. The week after June 28th, it is Shopping Grub.
Yep.
Have you guys ever done that? I know Chris has.
Yeah.
I have not this year yet.
It's a Friday.
I went last year.
It's cool. It's just a cool vibe. I mean, you have all these vendors outside. You got the food trucks. It's over at the Festival Plaza Expiration Place.
Yeah.
Just especially the weather's nice. It's just cool because then kids can go run over to like the little park area and play. And
Yep. Always great food vendors and
any ones that stick out? Favorite ones?
Is it Tacos
Pina?
Tacos, Pina.
Yeah.
Is one that off the top of my head, and the other one that I was really trying to think of, but it's not going to come to me. There's a gal there usually that carries a fantastic salsa, and I don't believe it's in Wichita. I think she's based out of an adjacent city,
Colwich, or like one of the smaller cities. I think I've had it before.
And she's so nice. And man, shout out to her. And I know I'm not giving the name, but I'm going to look it up when we leave because I've been craving that salsa.
Does it start with an S?
I think so.
Well, my favorite vendor there, non-food truck wise, have you ever had Spicy J seasoning?
Oh,
No.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I use that like my chili, just like a rubs and whatnot. He's a gentleman. He started out of his house, and he's at a lot of different events around town now. And he has, I don't even know how many flavors or whatever.
Yeah, it's a ton.
Yeah.
It's a ton.
Yeah, I'll definitely, I need to make it out there. I will. So that's the Sunday after Taco Fest?
Friday, June 28th.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
for
an
me, it's
evening.
just a good spot. Like especially if you want to grab lunch, you can go down there and grab lunch, shop around. If you need something at the house, bunch of different clothes. I mean, there's cool little jewelry, cool little freeze dried candy spots, just a little bit of everything. So especially if you're in the shopping mood, it's like, let's go get some lunch. Let's go see what they got, see what we need, and it's a pretty cool event.
I was just thinking of that video that they made of Shop and Grub where they're walking down Douglas and everybody's walking the same direction.
yeah,
Hey, where are
yeah.
you going? Shop and Grub. Where are you going? Shop and Grub.
The
That was
Courtney
pretty,
Nance video. Yeah, that was really good.
that was a good one.
Actually, I'm trying to look up the name of the shop from past posts they've made on Festive, and I cannot find it, but maybe it'll come to your mind. But that same weekend of Shop and Grub on Sunday, June 30th, this is something that Chris is extremely familiar with. It's the Hangover Brunch.
Hangover brunch.
Chris, want to let me know what it is?
The
It's about?
Hangover Brunch. So this is it's pretty nice. So we got Mi Sueño, who's the catering right now. It's at Brick and Mortar downtown. And Mi Sueño changes the menu up every month that we've been throwing this brunch, but it's just a good time. We've incorporated some themes. The last one was the all white party. This one's going to be a 90s party.
Oh, nice.
So we just solidified the menu, but it's going to be come in your best gear. We're going to have some giveaways, but it's really just come hang out. It's the middle of the day, so it's not taking up all your evening on a Sunday, and it's just food. It's music by DJ for the Win. Greatness Vodka sponsors it, and it's just a good time. It's just a good time to get out, dance, and kind of like a little day party.
I stopped by a couple months ago.
You did?
And, oh, yeah. It was a good time. It was really chill and relaxing. I love DJ for the Win. Side note, me and him have the same birthday.
I didn't
So
know
we
that.
had that little connection between us. But no, he it's funny. The connection we have is, I think a few years ago, I was at Chicken and Pickle, and we brought our friends were there. We brought our kids. We're out in the little lawn area hanging out.
Yeah.
Kids are dancing. This DJ's playing all this eclectic music from different, eras that's like hitting all the ages. And I took a picture of my daughter dancing. And I made this post on Facebook. I'm like, I don't know who the DJ was.
Yeah.
But this guy's like playing all the vibes and everything.
Sure.
And then it was DJ for the Win. He messaged me. He's like, oh my gosh, thank you. That type of feedback's what I love to hear. And I've just seen him at all these events around town. So
That's
anytime I
cool.
see him out,
That's
it's
a cool story.
Yeah.
And his energy is just awesome. That might be the most positive, like upbeat dude I've ever come across.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ for the Win. That's my guy.
So brunch, or hangover brunch, is that from 11 to 3-ish?
Yeah. 11 to 3
Okay.
on Sunday.
I looked it up because I intended to go to the all-white party or
Yeah, that was a whole new vibe. We loved it. Like compared to the other ones, that was a really good one. If you could have made that.
Well, I feel like I probably have some 90s gear already lined up. That will be fine.
Isn't your
for the
typical
next one.
attire?
Yeah,
Hey.
you gotta have something. You got to.
Yeah, it's kind of coming back. I mean,
Everything comes in phases.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. It comes back around every time.
So, Chris, what do you recommend people to wear? What is 90s attire?
Just a little baggy. I mean, you got what are the
Jinkos.
fads?
Get some Jinkos.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear Jinkos, either of you?
I couldn't do it.
No. I had Jinkos when I was
Your age right now?
right now.
Yeah,
I never had Jinkos. I had stuff similar, but jerseys, hats,
Oversized apparel.
oversized apparel, oversized chains. There's some girl stuff too, like the skirts and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like Britney Spears era.
Well, the 90s jeans are definitely in right now.
Oh, yeah.
So,
The big flare. And actually went over to YBG Studios right before this. And I'm looking at the apparel. And I'm like, oh, some of the stuff. Like I looked at the vintage clothing area. I'm like, man,
yeah,
this brings back some memories.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Hangover Brunch. You can get tickets. Was it festiveict.com?
Yeah.
Basically. How much is it?
Tickets, I think early birds are $50. I think it's at $60 right now.
Okay. All right, moving on to July. One of the big events that just got announced, or I guess it's been announced for a while, is the TBT Tournament. This is the WCU alumni team, the Aftershocks. They play in it. They have like one of the best records. It's actually one of the biggest events in town. If you look at the attendance records for TBT, Wichita owns, I want to say like 6 of the top 10 attendance records.
Wow.
So the turnout's like big time. People who love the Shockers really, I know, I saw Chris, he posted that little shirt. That shirt's really cool.
Yeah, he did a real good job. That's YBG too.
Yeah.
Who did it?
YBG Studios.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to be at it, Eddie?
I go every year. I'm a WCU season ticket holder, so I show my love. I show the support.
Heck yeah.
So it comes with season tickets?
No, it does not. This is a separate event. You have to buy the tickets. I mean, they're pretty affordable. I want to see like maybe $20, $30 a game.
So for the ignorant, could you explain what this tournament is exactly and how it functions? Because you guys know way more about it than I do. I have a basic understanding, but...
Yeah.
Basically, it's just like all these teams. A lot of them are alumni teams from different colleges, and they get their squad together. There are other teams that just pulled random players together. It was like one team called like Cure for Cancer or Team Cancer or something like that, and they're playing in this elimination style tournament. And the winner gets, I want to say this year it's $2 million, and they split that money up amongst the players. Otherwise, you win nothing. And the championship last year, I want to say, was at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
But Wichita is like one of the host cities for like one of the first 2 rounds.
Got it.
And that's why that's why they keep asking Wichita to host it, because the attendance is just
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Wichita does a real good job with attendance and just showing support and just just being there for the Aftershocks. But then all the other teams, they have a good travel too. But
K-State has a team. KU had a team last year. They've had twice. Yeah.
Does KU have a team this year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I remember the first year Perry Ellis played in it, and like broke his leg or something. It was like a bad injury.
Something crazy.
It was like a freak accident. And then KU and K-State were both here last year, so that's always a good thing when all 3 major schools around here are playing. But K-State has a team. I know WC does. I don't know if KU does. But last year's KU team, they brought back a ton of like former pros.
Man, they did. Yeah. They looked a little slow, but they all came back.
I need to check it out. I've not been.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just, all the college players. It's just the afterlife, of the college scene, and just coming back and putting on for your city still or your school that you played at. And it's pretty good competition.
What on the Aftershocks, who plays that?
Like Connor Frankamp.
Okay.
Rashard Kelly. Trying to think who else. Marcus McDuffie. I don't know if Zach Brown's played previous years. I don't know if he'll be back this year.
What about Ron Baker?
No, he's never played.
No,
he coached 1 year. Yeah, he's done. He's retired from playing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
I would like to see him play. He still has something in the tank, but yeah, he's retired.
I saw him tee off the other day.
Yeah.
He's a golfer.
I was at an event at Rolling Hills, and so he did the like celebrity tee off. He hit it pretty well. A lot better than I could.
He's quite the golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also in July is the return of the Damn Jam Music Festival. This got moved from, I think, Lake Afton. It's now in Goddard, Kansas.
Oh, man.
They got some big names coming for this one. I mean, the one that sticks out for me is Stone Temple Pilots.
What happened? Like, it was there. they had to move it because something.
Some artist, I guess, was deemed. I don't know. I don't even know I don't know the exact story, but I guess he's pretty offensive. And on top of that, there's issues about safety and if the Lake Afton had enough patrol security and whatnot. Yeah. So I don't know who voted it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they're specifics. Like, you ain't coming back.
Yeah, you're not coming to Lake Afton.
Yeah, it's a wild story, you know. As far as where it's at now, my thing is, so you know, it bounced around. It's not El Dorado anymore, and then it didn't go at Lake Afton, and then now it's in Goddard.
Is this the third year? And it's, I mean, how long?
It's been El Dorado for a couple years, I think.
Okay.
I don't know which year it is, but
so where is it at this year? Sorry,
it's at Goddard near. Do you remember out west used to be?
Yeah,
it's like Kellogg near that Walmart area. It's like so in that back in that area in the south.
Okay,
south of Kellogg.
I mean, that's going to be more convenient for Wichita people.
I think not having the lake kind of.
Yeah,
the vibe of having the water.
That's
there was
true.
Cool.
That's true.
But yeah, it was Wheeler Walker Jr. who offended like one of the leaders in the city. But they have other artists like Brantley Gilbert will be here, Stone Temple Pilots, as I mentioned, Dustin Lynch, Jody Messina. Yeah, so some pretty cool names. STP I'd love to see because that's someone I grew up watching and listening to.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah,
I might go check it out, even though there's no water.
Does TKG know how to swim?
TKG does. Okay. Not well, but enough not to die.
Okay.
You know,
this next event I've never been to, and I'll see if you guys have been to it. So July 13th, it's the Air Capital Bacon, Bourbon, and Brews Festival.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to it?
What is it? The Baker's Bacon?
The
Baker's
Bacon not Baker's dozen. Air Capital Bacon's Bourbon and Brews Festival.
Bacon's Bourbon and Brew Festival. I have not been, but that sounds like an event that I want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
The 3 Bs.
It is over at, I want to say, is it what's now Park City Arena?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mix of, obviously, you have different bacon options, premium bourbons, multiple beer varieties, and like 14 different restaurants with like bacon-inspired dishes.
How long has it been?
That's a good number.
It's been going on for a while.
14 different ones? That's a great number.
That'll be an interesting venue, though. That's Old Hartman Arena, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm excited for that just because it's got bourbon in the name.
75 different, here's what to expect. 75 plus beer varieties, over 18,000 bacon samples prepared from 14 local restaurants and bacon vendors.
18,000.
Chris, this something might be up your alley. There's a Hormel bacon eating contest.
Ooh. Okay,
winner gets 1 year of free bacon from Hormel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done with the contest.
Are you?
Somebody just reached out about a hot dog contest, and I'm like,
dude, you got to do it.
Was it the Sedgwick County Fair or Andover days?
I had to look it up.
Okay, I was asked to do a hot dog eating contest. I want to say it was Greater Andover days. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Kobayashi was one of my heroes. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Like one of the former hot dog eating champion.
Yeah, right.
One for years.
Yeah. And so I tested myself. And I went over to a friend's house and we practiced. And I got down 3 hot dogs in about 2 minutes. But then I felt sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, 3? I was like, Kobayashi does like 50 or 60.
Right.
So I don't even know how many the people at Greater Andover Days do. But thought of puking on stage is not enticing.
So I'm forcing you to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. Have you got to the hot dog eating contest?
I have not.
Oh, that's so good.
I've heard about that scene.
Yeah.
That's come up. That's a famous scene.
It is? Okay. I know nothing about Curb outside of what I'm watching now.
Yeah.
So for the listeners, TKG's a huge Curb fan, and I've never seen it. So he challenged me. He goes, if you watch all 12 seasons in 10 weeks, I will buy you 5 lunches.
First, at a value
of $7.99. So we're going to Spangles, I
guess.
Which
includes tax and tip.
So I'm 4 seasons in after a week and a half. So I've really been knocking them out.
Yeah.
But
and it's Little Buster's Sports Bar in Derby.
Oh, they're doing a hot dog eating contest,
they are this year.
Huh.
Is it for the 4th of July?
Yeah.
It is.
And I'm just like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That's too much eating.
I wonder how many hot dogs like local people can do.
You're saying somebody local who can eat the most.
Yeah,
I
like what that number is. Like Joey Chestnut's in the 60s or 70s. Just I don't know how much time that is. 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's the time limit here? If it's 10 minutes.
After doing the burger challenge, the WD-40 at Whiskey Dick's, I'm done with. I mean, it was a fantastic burger, but that's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
The pain is not worth the gain.
No, not at all.
But you did win a food eating contest.
Listen, I did win, but who knows who my competitors were.
What was the competition like at Riverfest for the? Was it kids?
There was a couple younger guys, but there was a lot of older gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like there was somebody that was beating me and kind of motivated me because once I realized I was close, you know, like, oh, I might be able to win this. That's when I like picked it up and I passed them. But yeah, there was a couple older gentlemen, a couple ladies, and
were there any celebrity eaters?
Lily Wu got up there.
She was doing.
She kind of set me up, but because she tried to stay on the sideline, but luckily, like the crowd and everybody made her get up there pretty much. And then Fayola came in like last second. I don't know where he came from, Mr. Wichita, and yeah, it was just us and just a couple random people out of the crowd.
You finished 3 whole ones.
Almost three.
Okay.
2, like a little bit more than 2.5.
What did the second place person get? Did you get over 2?
Like a 2 1/4.
Yeah.
In how long?
10 minutes.
Oh, you got the hot dog thing down then.
Yeah.
No. Here's my thing. It's just a hot dog, you know, the meat.
Is it bun included in that contest? 'Cause I did the
It's
bun when
gonna
I was
be.
testing, and I already did the dipping in the water.
Dunking?
Yeah.
See, I could do the bread. If it was just bread, then like, okay, that's just bread. But when you add like meat or any substance to the contest, that's where I'm like, no, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah, that's
I can't do it. Like I love eating, but not in
that
a contest.
much. Not till you're sick.
No.
All right. Also on board for July is the NBC World Series. This is over at X Stadium. Have you been?
I've never been.
Never been?
I've always been out of town for this.
No, I haven't been to this. No.
It's cool. I mean, obviously I missed the days and was like, Lawrence Devon or Riverfront.
Right.
I went 2 years ago. I missed last year. I've gone the previous 3 years, I think. Went over at X Stadium. And the other years before that, they had these baseball all-stars. Do you remember that year? They had a lot of former Major League ballers come in. And that was a really cool year. Just seeing like big name, like Roger Clemens was here.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. That's impressive.
It was Chipper Jones, I want to say.
So when is the
NBC World Series is July 25th through August 3rd.
Okay.
Oh,
That's plenty of time.
I'm going to try to make this.
Let's see who the All-Star team was.
Because I drove up to Nebraska for the College World Series.
That's a good time.
I've been there.
That was just a great time. So I would love to do that here in Wichita.
Yeah.
Just go out, get some drinks, have some food, kind of pop in and out with the different games. Especially when you get to like the end of it, the last couple of days. Like, yeah, that's pretty entertaining.
I always forget, is the College World Series Omaha or Lincoln?
Omaha.
Okay. I went years ago to that. That was awesome. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out if it's going to be around for that long.
Yeah, it's a while. So that wraps up July. So let's move on to August. One of the events for August 9th, over at Brick and Mortar is Margaritas and Mojitos, another festive event.
Ooh,
nice.
This is probably one of my favorite events I've ever judged.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah,
this is a blast.
Yeah, it's just a good time.
Is it solely margaritas and mojitos that you judge?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't drinking every single one. Yeah, but I tried to finish the ones I really loved.
Sure.
And
how many?
I don't even remember. I mean,
Why
I
not?
remember you stopped
It was
counting.
quite a bit.
Yeah,
it had to be like at least 10.
Yeah.
How did the judging work? As far as like
presentation, it's kind of the same thing. It's presentation.
Okay,
taste.
so you judged it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to judge that.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you put in
a great one.
Yeah, put in a good word.
I'm
for
definitely
me,
trying to
Chris.
come back for that.
Yeah,
August 9th. I gotta make sure I'm free that day.
I'm skipping Taco Fest, but the judging of Taco Fest.
Yeah.
I'll judge some margaritas and
August
mojitos.
9th. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Nana, if you're listening, you got 3 judges here waiting for you.
Let's go.
Okay. But yeah, it's over at Brick Mortar. The years I've gone, it was at NASCAR Park. I think one year they had an exploration place. I forget. Maybe the Plaza area. I don't remember. But yeah, it's a good time. Everybody just walk around, have some drinks. There's like light hors d'oeuvres and whatnot. So
yeah,
really, really cool event. Really good vibes. All right. The next day, August 10th, This is an event
Okay.
I've never been to.
Okay.
It's at Interest Bank Arena. Another food event. It's Wingapalooza.
Ooh.
Wingapalooza.
Yeah.
I did not get to make this. This goes on annually, right?
It's annual. They took a year off or two. This is the first year they've had it back. I've never been to it. I've always wanted to go. I love wings. I think we all do. So
Yeah.
August 10th. It's a Saturday.
Do they do both bone in and bone out? And then a follow-up question.
It's not Chicken Nugget Fest.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Can wings
That does not qualify.
can wings not have wings?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
No chicken nugget fest.
No chicken.
So this will be a first time event for all y'all. If you-
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because this is another event where I'm always out of town or tied up where I just haven't been able to make it. But I mean, wings, and it's just, I think it was like 50 different vendors or something. It's a lot of vendors.
Yeah, they don't have the list yet. I mean, the event just got announced recently, but basically what the website says is fans will have the opportunity to sample chicken wings from restaurants and local chefs who will be showcasing their culinary flair and competing for best chicken wings in Wichita. So there's 2 awards: People's Choice Award, which is also called the Lord of the Wings. You get it? You get it? You guys get it? Okay. And then there's the Judge's Choice Award.
So
Nice.
do they do any sort of like challenges at this event that you're aware of?
I have not seen anything about this, but basically it's from 11 to 3, August 10th. All you can eat wings. There's a beer garden. There'll be a live DJ, other entertainment. They're saying 20 restaurants and local chefs on here.
Okay, so who puts this on?
Interest Bank Arena, I believe.
Okay. What you guys need to do is you need to have an interview of Wichita by EB and Jack Stacks with the hot wing challenge, where you're interviewing somebody and they keep on.
Wing thing. Troy.
yeah.
Troy did that. Live Local.
He
If you watch some of his old videos, he had a hot wing eating segment to where they have different sauces out.
Yeah.
And I know like Fayola was on there one time. Sam Lucherini was on there once, and they just go through all these different sauces and they get progressively hotter. He asked me to do it. I'm like, I'm out. No.
Yeah.
See, I would love to do something like that.
You would?
I love spicy food, so like,
Okay.
I would be up for the challenge for that.
Troy, if you're listening, you can bring that back because he even had a sponsor. He had a Grandma Twee's wings.
Oh yeah.
And he just dipped them in the sauces. And this would be a great time because the restaurant's getting ready to close at the very end of the month.
Yeah.
I want to say. So
Ooh.
I just went there today
You
I
did?
stopped by today too.
and they were out of wings. I was so hot.
Were they out of the wings when you went, Eddie?
I stopped by just to drop a tip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had to buy that gift card for the giveaway.
So what did you get?
Nothing.
No.
I'm going for the wings. I want the wings, and
One of the most underrated wings in Wichita.
yeah, I really want to try the wings.
Yeah.
Me and my mom, I had just picked her up, but I was like, let's go try these wings finally. And then
Sad times.
the people right in front of me, I actually knew the girl bought the last of the wings.
Oh.
She had a big old order too.
Oh,
I almost took a few off of her plate.
yeah, no kidding.
So
Yeah, they look good too. I got to see them, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta
You're
come back.
making me hungry.
if you had a side topic, if you had to choose your best wing in Wichita or top 2 or 3, what places would you say?
Nelson's Kitchen.
They're getting ready to reopen, or they're looking to.
Yeah, they're about to open.
Yeah.
They got
I
a
have
building.
not had Nelson's Kitchen, but I like my izakaya. I like their wings there.
Oh, that's a great one. The Korean fried
Korean
chicken
fried
wings.
chicken.
Yes, that's a very good spot. That's actually my number 2.
Though I think they just posted that they're increasing the prices on it. I don't know by what, but
Wings just can't stay out of the news.
yeah.
First year is a shortage. Now the price of them have gone up, and it's just it's getting annoying.
Yeah. What about you, Eddie? What's your favorite wing?
I do love Ziggy's wings.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my favorite ones. I also love the Monarch, just pure size alone. Nelson's Kitchen is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I love my izakaya. It's funny, I'm looking it up right now, and it said they did just increase the price of their wings. It does not say what the price is.
Yeah, because I've seen like 3 posts of people talking about the chicken wings prices going up.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that's in line with the short supply.
yeah.
All right, moving on to September. Let's see if I missed anything in August. I don't know if do you know if Festive Hoop Jam is returning in August?
Ooh, I know it's in the works. I don't know if it's a final yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's also Crawford Cancer in August. Have you guys ever done Crawford Cancer?
I
I haven't done it yet.
I've done it full on once, and then a couple of times where I meet up with people at the end, and then I'm not there very long because they were there the whole time.
You're not on that level.
You're not on that level, exactly.
Because I think, don't they usually end up at industry at the very end?
It's different. I mean,
okay.
I don't know anymore because I haven't been in years. I used to go. I mean, it's been 5, 6, 7, 8 years in a row. And you dress up and have themes and whatnot.
See, I'm not into the theme and dressing up.
Having fun?
You gotta get into it.
I just don't like the smiling and the laughing and the happiness.
You just gotta get some friends.
That's August 24th. Yeah, it's Crawford Cancer. One of these years I want to make it back, but I mean, I dread that hangover. It is. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not fun.
I ran into the event. I went to one of the bars they were at.
Okay.
So I drank with, like, you know, they were just kind of coming through. It was like for a couple hours. And then, but I was like, I got to do this, you know, dress up, get my T-shirt and do all of it.
It's part of the fun, you know. You there's people of all ages. And
that's true, yeah. I
mean, I saw one of my favorite years was I saw a team dressed up as former WWF wrestlers. So you had a guy dressed up like Hulk Hogan, a Macho Man, the Warrior. It was so cool. And
that's awesome.
Have you ever seen the episode of The Office when there's a Halloween party and Jim, his costume is a little patch on his shirt?
I've never watched The Office.
What does it say?
Okay. What's that? Oh,
what is the patch?
It's not even. It's a brown patch.
Okay,
that's it. And he's like, "This is my costume."
So many different episodes, like
yeah. Well, that's how I go to.
You
the
would.
Cancer
I could see that.
Okay,
yeah.
You're the guy that shows up to Halloween parties with like a white jacket on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Never inviting you. Yeah.
All white party, just has his jeans on.
Yeah, with a black shirt.
Yeah.
Won't even wear the white. So what are you going to wear to the 90s party?
90s party? I'm going straight up 2020, baby.
Yeah. All right. August, I think that should be it for August. Their big events.
That's a good month.
Yeah. September, some really cool events. One of them is one of my favorite events of the year, I would say. September 8th, taking place at the Public at the Brickyard. It's Ori's Garlic Fest.
Oh, man, it's already coming around full circle.
Yeah. I've heard that this year they're expanding the event and they're looking to add more like acreage for the area.
Sure.
So they're going to have more room for more vendors because last year, did you guys go last year?
Yeah, I went last year.
It was packed. It was the busiest year they've ever had.
Yeah.
And so this year they're wanting to make it even bigger.
Do you have any clue what that means? I mean, where would they expand?
So you know where like the farmers market's at?
Yeah.
Like a little town square.
Square.
Yeah.
Expand some vendors over there. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right. That's all they needed too. It was just on that street. It's just it got real packed. So just spread it out like the farmers market. I mean, that's because that's the perfect area. So they don't need to move it, but just open it up.
They have the little alleyway between the Brickyard and then they have the was that Rock Island or Mead or whatever street that is, and then inside Public, the Brickyard.
Yeah.
And then they have the Old Town Square area. Would be what I think is what they're looking to do.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was packed. I remember waiting for a lobster. I think it was a lobster
roll from Brickyard.
And it was really good, but it took a while just because there were so many people.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Have you guys seen the just the comments online about events and like how busy things are, and people hate to wait in line? I'm like, that's just how events are, you know? I mean,
that is a normal event.
Yeah. Well, Pickle Fest with that was crazy.
About 2 or 3 times the attendance, and sometimes you never know what to expect with events. Like sometimes it could be a flop, which would be the worst case scenario. So I went to one event last year. It was a ticketed event, and I'm not going to name it, but we got there and it was depressingly slow to the point where it like hurt the vibe of the vendors because they're sitting there like, oh my gosh, we're doing this, and I felt bad for them. But versus if you have an event where twice the turnout comes out, it's a win-win for everybody except people waiting in line. But it's just part of the thing, you know? I've been to events outside of Wichita. Like I went to Nashville Hot Chicken Festival in Nashville. And it makes all the events here like puny. I mean, you have minimum 100 people in line per station. And it's just people outside, they're embracing it, just having fun out there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is the more I travel, the more events that I go to, it's like that's just it's just a Wichita problem. You know, we're growing, we're getting more events, we're doing a lot more things, and so it's just you got to get used to it.
You were just at a festival in Kansas City not too long
Tacos
ago.
and tequila.
Okay, and that was just ridiculous.
Just
right?
ridiculous. I mean, the lines were super long. It was hot out. The sun was beaming. I'm talking no cloud coverage. And it was, everybody had a good time. You know? I mean, I had to stretch because I was standing so long, but it was a really good event.
Yeah.
One of the events in Kansas City, actually, I want to go to one of these years, is the World Series of Barbecue. You ever heard of that? Or been
I
to it?
have not heard of that.
It's been going on. I think this year will be the 42nd year. Yep.
Wow.
It takes place September 27th to 28th, I believe. And it's probably like one of the world's largest barbecue competitions in the country.
In KC?
It's in Kansas City.
Okay.
So, yeah, if people go to that event, they'll see like what an event looks like.
Yeah.
Like, what busy really is.
People come from everywhere.
Yeah.
That almost, I'm kind of surprised that we don't have a barbecue, festival.
Well, actually, I mean, this is going to date the episode because the event's taking place June 7th and June 8th. There's one in Derby. It's actually taking place this weekend as we're recording it. It's the over at High Park. It's the Smoke on the Plains Barbecue Festival.
Oh, wow.
It's been going on for a while. The barbecue portion takes place on Saturday, and it's a cool one. I don't know if they're doing the tasting this year, but in past years, they have this big tent. You can go in and taste all the different barbecues. But it's like a big-time barbecue competition barbecue.
Yeah.
So like you have all these trailers and people smoking barbecue all weekend long. Like once you get to the event, you can smell the smoke.
I'll bet.
Oh,
That sounds
I need
awesome.
to go make an appearance. So
If you have time, check it out because it's taking the one to go to Saturday. Today's like live music, just hanging out. But
I'm not asking you to name any places on the spot, but are there Wichita barbecue places? That
one of
typically
them, Buddy King. He owns what is it? He had the food truck. He's getting ready to open up a restaurant.
Okay.
We're on West 13th Street.
Okay.
I'm going to edit this part out as I look up to it. Wichita. Barrel Boys Barbecue.
Yes.
You ever had them?
I've heard of him. I haven't had him yet.
Yeah. He set up there. I went 2 years ago, and he's out there. He has a little camper area, and he just stays there, and he's up all hours just getting the food ready. It's cool. I mean, you have everyone hanging out. You see some of the coolest RVs, and these people are traveling from all over the Midwest and beyond.
Man, I gotta make it to that. That touches my childhood. My grandfather was a big smoker, and he had a couple barbecue restaurants across Topeka and here, and so I just remember.
Really?
Yeah. So I just remember like helping like with the smoker and helping him clean it out at the car wash, and so just that smell and everything. Like I love that.
So you grew up, I mean, like really eating barbecue. I mean, like, good barbecue.
Good barbecue. Yeah.
Huh.
I know some good barbecue. I've had a lot of good barbecue.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. We're actually doing a reunion this summer. It's pretty cool.
Like a family.
So for the restaurant, so Grover Smokehouse, there was a restaurant in Topeka. He had a few locations here in Wichita. They're doing a reunion with like all the employees, and but it's turned into a bigger thing because all the people that used to go there want to go. So my uncle and the whole committee, they got together and kind of putting it together. So I'm excited for that. But they're just gonna do. He's gonna get on the grill. Me and my aunt are gonna help make the barbecue sauce that he has, that we still use till this day, and then we're just gonna, I think, do a low key event for everybody that remembers Grover Smokehouse.
Sweet.
That's in Topeka?
I think it's going to be here. I think we're going to have it here. So once I have more info.
I've heard you talk about this sauce on some other podcasts before.
Yes.
I think
Is this like a secret sauce?
We need to get a sample of this.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
So I will let y'all know because we're going to have to cook up a bunch of sauce for this event. So we're probably going to do some giveaways and things like that. But as soon as I got more information.
What time frame are you looking at this for? Month-ish, quarter?
I think in a couple months. I think maybe by August or September.
Okay.
So
that sounds really cool.
The Grover Smokehouse reunion.
Grover Smokehouse reunion.
I can't wait. I was so happy talking to my aunt yesterday.
I'm going to put that on my calendar when you give me a date.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you that sauce. I don't forget that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it.
Also, that same weekend as Ori's Garlic Fest, this is actually the day before. This will take place on Friday, September 7th. It's Zubilee.
Zubilee.
Oh, the one event that I just keep trying to make, but something happens.
I've been to it a couple times. I really enjoy it for sure. I didn't go last year, but went the year before.
It rained out that year.
When it was and when it was raining, it didn't actually get rained out.
It didn't get rained out, but we left because it was pouring down hard.
Yes, but no, what can you not like?
It's a great cause.
It's good cause.
It's one of the largest fundraisers in Wichita. All you can drink, all you can eat, and the city really shows up for that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been probably 20 times, and
wow,
I'm dedicated to make it this year. I am dedicated. I'm so dedicated. I have to make it.
I mean, there's so many vendors there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the tickets are $100.
170.
170.
Yeah.
Okay.
150.
Well, now I understand why that may
early bird I want to say is 150, but it's around the 150, 170 price range.
I don't know. Is it worth committing a crime for $170?
Is it worth committing a crime for $20?
Well, definitely. if it's not worth it for 170, it's definitely not worth it for 20.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Literally, like a huge portion of the zoo's budget comes from Zubilee, and I mean we go to the zoo a lot, so
yeah,
and the zoo's expanding. There's a lot of cool things in the future. So yeah,
it's a premier zoo.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it really is.
People
it's
don't talk about it as much, but it's something to be prideful about when you talk about Wichita. What does Wichita have to offer? Oh, we have a zoo. Well, but it's up there when it comes to
I agree 1,000%. I've been to a couple other zoos in bigger cities, and I'm like, our zoo's pretty nice. It really is.
Nicer. Yeah, it's gonna get nicer over the years. Yeah. That same week, September 6th through the 15th. It's not in Wichita, but it's an hour away in Hutchinson. It's an event I go to every year, at least once or twice. It's a Kansas State Fair.
Oh, never heard of
it. Are you guys fair goers?
Yeah, we go every once in a while, especially if it's for the kids.
Yeah. TKG, you seem like you're not a fair goer.
What makes you say that? Just
because you don't like fun.
Here's the thing. I have been to the state fair once. I was a kid, so it was 70, 80 years ago. It's just not my thing. It's really not. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a funnel cake guy, and fairs remind me of funnel cake.
You like looking at butter sculptures?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or like the state's largest watermelon.
Cool. I actually like looking at. I don't care about the largest watermelon, but I do actually like the animals. I do like going around and checking that out. Honestly, if I could go and just do one thing, that's what I'd do. Yeah. I'm at this age, I'm not doing the rides.
Curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon. Last year I went through like all the chickens. Like we literally went up down every aisle looking at all the different chickens. It's pretty cool.
The sizes of them are insane.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And I mean, then they have the calves. They have some baby calves there. The horses, obviously. And then they have the petting area for like the alpacas, the llamas, the goats.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the state fair used to be in Topeka long time ago.
I wasn't born yet. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was a big deal when it moved to Hutchinson because a lot of people in eastern Kansas were like, it's moved to western Kansas. And western Kansas people were like, that's not western Kansas.
Yeah.
The next event in September, I am going to assume it's something that neither of us or all three of us have never been to. You and I talked about this, TKG. It's Anime Kansas, September 14th and 15th.
Okay.
One of the podcast guests we had on here, Ochibal Wolf.
Yeah.
It's like one of the featured, I don't know what the term is, host, MCs of the event.
MC, I think.
I don't know anything about anime. I don't know if you guys do.
Listen, I love
you
anime.
showed me your Hello Kitty lunchbox.
That's my daughter's. But
are you sure?
we have two because she has two.
Okay.
I hold one for backup.
Okay.
I'm actually watching Naruto right now.
What is that?
It's an anime.
Okay.
Is it part of the Sailor Moon universe?
I don't know.
You know who Sailor Moon is?
I know Sailor
Okay.
Moon. I don't know what's part of that unit. I don't know
Yeah.
how they're connected with other animes.
Who's your favorite Guardian?
Yeah, no, I'm out. But I'm a big fan of anime. Yeah, I just love it. My daughter loves it. You got the what is that app called? Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
That gives you all the good animes. I'm a big fan. Like, there's
She into Hello Kitty?
nah, she's not a Hello Kitty person. She's a Demon Slayer. Who else? I don't know what else she watches, but she's on that app.
Dragon Ball Z. I know that's.
Yeah.
Hey, Dragon Ball Z.
Is she into Pokemon?
She used to be into
Yeah.
Pokemon. She's not anymore. I mean, that was me, you know, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z.
Did you do Pokemon Go back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I almost re-downloaded it on my phone
Yeah.
because I was at Tacos with the Key.
I mean, you're out. You're out and about, so you might as well.
Right, you know, catch
Yeah.
a few things. I think a couple years ago, I was like in my car trying to fight gym masters across the city one night, but
I didn't
comes
realize
and
they were
goes.
still doing that.
Yeah, Asian Night Market. They had the little section for it.
That's what it was.
Oh.
They had a whole section
Yeah.
for Pokemon. They had like people dressed up as gym trainers, and you go battle them. So I sat and watched that for a little bit.
I told TKG we should all go and dress up for Anime
Yes.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get there,
Okay.
put
I
yourself
might be
in.
down.
Like I know he hates dressing up. I don't. I love dressing up. I love getting in a costume, and just going and like putting ourselves in a different environment and just embracing it.
Yeah.
embracing the hell out of
Yeah.
it. I have it marked on my calendar, and like I'm 100% committed to go if I can make it.
If I go, I'm going in jeans and a t-shirt.
Like, I thought you said you dressed up like as Kirby or something.
What's that?
You said you dressed up like
Hey,
Kirby or
new
something.
Kirby.
Yeah, you did say you dressed up as Kirby.
I said I dressed up
Kirby.
as something. I don't remember what it was.
You got to do Kirby.
Yeah.
I don't even. Who's Kirby?
Is that pink fluffy
Oh my gosh! I'm not dressing up as Kirby.
or like Pikachu?
I'll dress up as something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll dress up as.
I'm about to see what I want to dress up as. I would love to do that.
Yeah, the guest we had, Ochibo, she's gonna be hosting it, so she's got the connect. She can give you suggestions.
Is it
on-
Century 2?
I don't know where it's at. Anime Kansas. I can look that up.
Okay. It's for some reason I'm thinking that's what she had said, but I could be wrong.
Man, that's a big deal. I remember the Comic Con. I
Mhm.
went. That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Comic Con is fun. It's a good time. It's
Yeah.
like really nostalgic too.
So,
Yes, it's at Century too.
Okay.
Oh man, to have a whole anime fest, that's gonna be awesome.
I was in Chicago last time I was in Chicago. I was like walking the streets, and I see all these people headed towards this little convention center. And everybody's dressed up, and I had no idea what was going on. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk over there and see what's up. And it was a huge anime fest, and
wow.
it had everyone dressed up. I recognized nobody, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. September 20th and 22nd, or 20th through the 22nd. This is, I want to say, the third year, maybe. It's over at Exploration Place. It's the Drone Light Festival.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love that
Alright.
event.
I did not go.
You've never been?
But I've seen. I think I've seen your video.
Yeah, it's cool.
And did you do a video as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen several of the videos. I mean, it looks really.
I think it's gotten bigger and bigger the last 2 years. Like, just the number of drones they have out.
man. Yeah, the show gets better. I would love to see a couple more events to do until the drone light starts. But I mean, they usually have good food vendors out there, so you're eating and you get to explore around inside as well. So I love that. It's good for all the kids. I usually take all my like friends and all their kids, and we just all go together and watch the drone show.
Mm-hmm.
This year, they're bringing back like this VIP boat ride. I did it the first year. So you get on the boat, and you go out in the Arkansas River, and you're like watching it from the river. And it's like you're almost like underneath it.
Heck yeah!
On the Arkansas
So-
River.
What's that?
On the Arkansas River.
Oh, sorry, Arkansas River. Thanks for correcting me. That's bad. But yeah, you're right under the drone lights, and checking it all out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You don't have to fight for a seat or
Yeah.
sit on that hill. That's
Yeah, I
pretty
think
cool.
some of it might be taken away because of the construction.
Oh, when is the construction going to be done?
It's gonna be a while. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna be a while for all that stuff to get built.
Sheesh. Yeah, that looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. But yeah, I'm gonna do the boat ride probably this year.
Okay. I'm still caught up with this river thing. I don't know what caused me to say that.
No, you said Arkansas.
You
I
got
was
it right.
correcting you.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was correcting you to Arkansas.
man, now I'm all flustered. can't even read or anything.
I was trying to create a little controversy.
Yeah, he had you flipped.
I know you did have your flip. I was like, did I say something wrong? That was a good one. We're not going to edit that out. We'll leave it in there. All right. And then the last event that I have scheduled on the month of September is downtown Wichita. It's probably the biggest food event, I would say, in town. It's September 28th. It's the Wichita Wagon Masters Downtown Chili Cook-Off.
Yep.
You guys have checked this out before?
Have not.
Never.
You haven't? Oh, it's crazy.
And I want to go because I'm not a fan of a lot of chili.
You're not a fan of chili?
I love chili.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan of a lot of chili that I've had around the city. So I would love to go to that event to actually go through, try some good chili.
Yeah.
And
they
sample it all.
They just put it in, kind of like,
Yeah,
those little
little
mustard.
cups. Yeah.
And they give you one spoon.
Yeah. I've seen videos and a lot of things,
Yeah.
but I just, again, that's one of those events where I just couldn't make it.
I've attended I've done a judge for the event. I've been a competitor in the event. So my friends and I, we entered in chili one year, and I've done as an attendee. If you're interested in judging, they do have submissions for judges, and you can like choose which competition you want to do, because there's like anything goes. There's red chili, green chili, charity chili competition. There's so many different categories.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've done it multiple times. You go, stop by, it takes maybe like 30, 40 minutes. You judge one category, and then you're done for the day. And then you just go out and try the rest of the chilies.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, I try to go as long as I'm in town and available.
Yeah,
that's
a good one.
I enjoy it,
That's
and
a great
it's
one.
packed. It's always packed. I love it when there's events where the streets are closed off and people can just.
Yeah,
it's a neat thing, and obviously they do that during this event.
Yeah, I'm out of town for this year, but one of these years I want to go back and enter as a competitor and like bring people along. I don't cook,
right?
But how it works out is you have to get there. I think we got there like at 5 a.m. And you cook everything on site.
Okay.
And so they're coming by and verifying you have the right ingredients, and then you cook like enough for the judges, which is like 1 quart of chili, and then you have to have enough to serve however many hundreds and hundreds of people.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then it starts around like 10 or 11. I don't even know when. So you're there like 3, 4, 5 hours early, prepping everything. And after that, you're like serving people. And part of it is you have people that are cooking the whole time. You have someone doing the serving, and then you have hype people, because there's a component for like people's choice where once you enter, you get a bean, and that bean counts as 1 vote. And so you're trying to get people's beans to vote.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you hear people out there like megaphones, like come cheer for us. Hey, we have like a cooler of water. Come get a free cooler of water or bottle of water for a bean.
Yeah.
And it's a competition, and I think it'd be fun to get like the bloggers all going. I wouldn't do any cooking, but Chris, you'd be a good hype guy out there, and
that'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I'd be in the background.
cooking.
I would just be supervising. Yeah.
I wanted to cook last year. I love my wife's chili, so I was like, maybe we need to make a big old batch.
So what my friends and I did that one year is we had everybody that wanted to. Everybody's on our team submitted chili. Then we had a bunch of our friends come over and do like a blind taste test. Like, we're gonna leave it up to the friends to decide.
Yeah.
And they
That's
decided.
awesome.
We ended up having one that was the favorite, and then we entered the competition. We got 5th people's choice.
Okay.
So that was choice.
That's a
decent.
win.
Yeah, I mean, out of like 100 or so.
Yeah, that's a
things,
win.
Yeah, we didn't place in any of the categories, but I mean, there's people that come on down from Arkansas. We're going to call it Arkansas, the states.
I guess it is Arkansas.
Oklahoma, Nebraska, whatnot. And because the winner of this, I don't know if it's done the same way this year, but the winner moves on to the next round, can compete like in the World Series of Chili or whatever it's called.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's like one of those.
I didn't know it went that extent.
The past years it has been. I don't know if this year's, but the past years, that's why it's like a big deal. And because it's at the end, near the end of this chili season, it's like one of the last events people can enter in to become eligible to participate, to qualify. Yeah, so that's why it's like a big. That's why you see so many vendors come.
Sure.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that went that deep.
I'm interested in judging. I'm gonna look into that.
I can connect you with the person.
Yeah, I mean, I have done a couple chili tours.
Yeah,
It's been
sort
of
of
a
you,
thing.
Yeah, you have.
the nice part is you're not eating, when you're judging chili. It's like a spoon,
Right.
and
You
then
don't need much.
you kind of you take notes, and you go, this one sucked, and then you have like some pluses, like the ones you like, and then you go back and try those.
Yeah.
And so you're not like inhaling yourself with chili.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just getting you some good old beans.
Yeah.
Do you like beans? Do you like beans in your chili?
Oh, I love beans.
Oh, I hate beans.
You gotta
in my chili.
have beans.
I'm a no beans guy.
I can swing both ways on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a no beans guy. Like Texas chili.
Yeah.
There's a no beans category too.
Yeah.
I always try to. I want to. When I'm in town and I'm able to go, I try to judge that one.
Do you just not like beans, or do you not like beans in your chili?
I'm just not a big bean guy in general. Like with Mexican dishes, I'll eat refried beans.
Okay.
If it's in my like 7-layer dip, if it's in my burrito, some tacos, I don't mind beans in there.
I'm starving.
Yeah, barbecue restaurants.
I am too.
I'll order baked beans if there's like barbecue in it, like doctored up beans. I hate it.
So if you go to Chipotle, you ever been to Chipotle?
Yes, I have. Chipotle. Yeah.
You go to Chipotle and they say black or pinto beans. What do you say?
Extra rice, no beans, please.
Okay.
Whoa, it's that deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, how about that?
I need the protein.
Where do you go?
What do you mean? I'm going
You
pinto.
go black or pinto? Okay, you do the pinto.
I switch it up.
I switch it up too.
I'm more pinto than black beans.
Historically, I've been black bean, but in the last few years, I've been based on what meat, based on what kind of sauce.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Black beans to me just taste healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Just with the combination of the corn and everything else.
What do you think about kidney beans?
I'm cool with kidney beans if they're cooked right. They gotta be cooked right. They gotta be tender.
Yeah.
I agree.
They gotta be tender. I'm
agree.
not doing because people do different versions and no.
We do chili at home, and the kids like beans, so I feel like
Do you do a ton of different varieties of beans in the chili?
I
mean, multiple.
I refuse to put beans in my chili, so
You
I don't
don't
cook
eat
it.
it,
Yes,
but yeah.
I'll eat it because I'm
better eat it.
I have to eat whatever's made at home. I'm gonna eat. Just saves me the trouble. But she puts all the beans. I feel like there's like 100 different kinds of beans in there. But yeah, I
like a good balance. I don't want it bean heavy.
Well, yeah.
I like the beans in there.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do like bean heavy.
I
love beans.
One thing I've proposed to do this, I'm 90% sure I'm going to do it this winter, is I'm going to have a chili cook-off amongst bloggers.
Yes.
Oh.
Have like all of us cook some chili and then invite like whoever audience, hey, come pay like $5, $10 a ticket. That money goes to whatever charity, but let's just put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've my friends and I used to host a chili cook-off amongst my friends, and that was done for about 10 years. At one of my last jobs, I hosted a chili cook-off there. I just love hosting chili cook-offs.
Really?
I love chili. Yeah. I've hosted probably 15, 20 chili cook-offs.
Well,
in my
you
time.
love some chilies.
Like the restaurant Chili's?
Yeah.
No, I don't like
I have not been to Chili's in, I'll bet, 12 or more years.
One year I submitted Wendy's chili into the chili cook-off, and it got like 6th place out of 15 chilies.
Dang.
Nice.
Do you like Wendy's chili?
Yeah. It's decent.
I've had Wendy's chili. I think I may have even done that in my tour or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought it was better than, if memory serves me right, it was better than I expected.
It's good for fast food chili.
For fast food
Despite the
chili,
beans,
that's what I said. It's decent.
You have to add this
chili.
little seasoning packet. You have to add in. It's like a hot sauce packet.
So the team at Cargill, a few years ago when Sonic did a chili, the team here in Wichita at Cargill like created the recipe for the Sonic chili.
Nice.
And it was decent. It was decent.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. When I was talking to the gal that had done that, I was just like, wow, that's awesome. You're working on the creation of the Sonic chili. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're a little past an hour now. So to kind of wrap things up, I'm going to ask you guys one question each.
All right.
Out of all the events we discussed, and excluding any event you're a part of, and whether it's like an emceeing or judging scenario, what event are you looking forward to most?
I think that I'm looking forward to, is it the TBT?
Yep, TBT Tournament.
Hey.
I've heard about it a lot, not to beat a dead horse, but heard about it a lot over the years. And when I first was exposed to it, I didn't realize how epic it was. And so I'm excited to be part of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Chris?
I was going to say chili, but I think I'm going to go back to the wings.
Yeah, Wingapalooza.
The Wingapalooza. I really want to go there because I remember that when I don't know how long ago it was, but I was just like, I really want to go.
Yeah.
And so I'm still craving to go just because I like to experiment and try different wings in a close setting like that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'd probably say Wingapalooza as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, having never been, so having that new experience is going to be pretty cool. It's on my calendar. I'm ready to go. Hoping I have nothing else planned that day because it should be a good time.
Yeah. I want to go and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That concludes summer events. We'll probably get another podcast episode when the fall events come up because October is probably the busiest month in Wichita for events with all the Oktoberfest, fall festivals, all that fun stuff. Tallgrass Film Festival, you name it. So, TKG, I appreciate you guys coming on. I think next time we'll talk, maybe Chris will be the 2024 hot dog eating champion at Little Buster's.
No chance.
All right.
Thanks.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Eddie.
Later.